What's up everyone, Noobzone here, and today, what the f***? And today, we're gonna look at my latest fleet upgrade, a ship from the Constellation series. I invested my hard-earned credits into a ship from the Constellation series, as I was not so satisfied with the Cutlass Black. I'm gonna make a separate video about it. So I was most of the time only using my Avenger Titan. Maybe that's why she was upset and spinned around because I got a new ship now? I do really love the Constellation series, but which of those ships is the best pick? So let's have a look at those 4 ships and the main differences. So we do have the Constellation Taurus, the Andromeda, the Aquila and the Phoenix. And there exists also a special edition, the Constellation Phoenix Emerald. Constellation Aquila has a different front than the other variants, but unfortunately all of the constellations do suffer a little bit in the view you have from the pilot seat. We also do have a difference in speed, with the Taurus and Aquila being the slowest with 180 meters per second and the Andromeda being the fastest with 190 meters per second. The Phoenix just sits right between them with 185 meters per second. The Taurus is also the slowest in nav mode with 950 meters per second, followed by the Phoenix with 995 meters per second, the Andromeda comes with 1000 meters per second, and the Aquila is the fastest one in nav mode with 1075 meters per second. I think this is due to the fact that the Aquila is supposed to be an expedition ship. The values for pitch, yaw and roll are the same for all of them. There's also a difference in cargo capacity. The Taurus can hold up to 174 SCU, while the Andromeda and Aquila can fit 96 SCU on the cargo grid, and the Phoenix only offers 80 SCU of cargo capacity. Another difference is the amount of turrets, tractor beams or scanners each ship has. So the Phoenix and Andromeda feature a manned upper and lower turret with 2 size 3 weapons attached to each turret. The Phoenix has in addition one M2C Swarm available, which is the latest generation of point defense technology, and the M2C Swarm utilizes advanced search, detection and tracking software to unleash a swift barrage of laser fire, protecting ships from incoming missiles, torpedoes and other high-speed threats. The Aquila features a scanner in the top manned turret slot and having a manned turret at the bottom, while the Taurus has a top manned turret with size 3 guns and a tractor beam on the bottom. Expect the Taurus, all ships have a snub fighter at the back, which comes in pretty handy for an emergency escape or if you want to land on a planet but don't want to bring your ship down with you. Another thing to point out is the HP difference. The Taurus only has 140k, the Phoenix 160k and the Andromeda and Aquila have 180k HP. This might be caused due to the difference in components, but the vital parts of all the variants are the same. According to the official RSI homepage, there's no difference in length for all of those ships. But I'm curious, why has the Taurus so much more cargo capacity? I think the Taurus is longer than the other variants. They all come with the same quantum drive, but different sheet generators, power plants and coolers. And there is also a difference in stock weaponry. But I believe this should be no buying argument, as you can easily swap the components out and customize your ship in the way you want. One thing I would like to point out is that the Constellation Andromeda offers a lot more of rockets. And if you are really into launching missiles against your enemies, the Constellation Andromeda might be the best fit for you. I did only fly the Andromeda and Taurus, and both come with 4 size 5 gathering repeaters, which are under the control of the pilot and are really satisfying. I'm coming from ships with only size 3 weapons, so the upgrade in damage output is really amazing. So when you hit an enemy ship with those 4 size 5 weapons, independent if they are attritions, omniskies, gatlings or Galderine repeaters, it hits really hard and it's doing a good amount of damage. What are your favorite ship weapons? Let me know in the comments down below. The biggest difference for me, there's one ship with more cargo than the others, there's one ship featuring a tractor beam, and there's one ship which is significantly cheaper than the others, in-game wise and also via the pledge store. So for me, the decision was pretty easy. I wanted to have an increased cargo capacity. If I only wanted to have a bigger ship with more firepower, I would have probably taken the Corsair. But I also wanted to have finally another not Drake ship after I've already gotten the Vulture and the Cutlass Black. And therefore I was sure I would get the Constellation Taurus, with its 174 SCU of cargo space. And also the tractor beam at the bottom is really awesome and can help a lot with cargo missions. Even though I don't like the elevators, and the only way to enter Constellation ships is via elevators. That is in my opinion the biggest downside of this ship. In addition to the really bad view you have from the cockpit. So here's my conclusion. The Constellation series is awesome and I believe all ships of this series are a pretty great pick. And it really comes down to personal preferences for what you want to use the ship. And oh man, it feels like flying a real spaceship and looks so nice with those big thrusters and the overall shape of the ship. Even though when landing it feels a little bit like it will tilt every moment towards the front because of the big nose and the landing gear which is only located at the back of the ship. So what was your big upgrade from your starter ship? Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching it, hit that like button. And if you want to be part of my journey through the verse, learn and explore the game together with me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I see you in the next one.